So whether you have completed the previous class experiments regarding the addressing modes, have
Yes,
you
ma'am.
completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So today we are going to see the instruction set of 80. Based on that, I have framed experiment 2. So in the experiment 2, these programs are everything is like simple. So whatever you have, we have seen in your theory classes. Some instruction sets we have seen, right? Based on that, I have given some small programs. So you can see in the first program. So it is what is written. It is like just write a program for addition of two 16-bit numbers. So in your emulator, what you will do first, you can take any numbers and you can move to some register or general purpose register like AX, and similarly take another number and you can give it to BX, and you have to just add a simple instruction like add AX comma BX. So that will be the first. It is a simple addition program. And the second one is write a program for addition for adding two unpacked decimal digits. Okay, so what is that? What you have to use here? So what keyword, what instruction you can use here for writing the program of adding two unpacked decimal digit? Do you remember anything like in an instruction set we have used AAA, that is ASCII adjust after addition. So once like you just get two numbers, add, okay. This is the continuation of the first program. So when you are adding here, it is like you have to take an 8-bit number you can take, okay. So I can take with AL. I think already I explained this program of unpacked, adding the unpacked decimal digits. So if you can take move AL comma some 67. So some 8-bit numbers I have taken. So perform addition. Okay. Just take two numbers in two register like AL and BL. Okay. So in that after addition, say if your number in your final result after addition in your AL, if it is say 67. So check what it will your EA instruction. After that you have to execute it. Okay. So I just show you an example. Say I'm taking move EL comma 24. Similarly, you can take any other register BL comma. I'm just taking 04. This is without using your AAA instruction. So you can check what it will do. First, it will move to your AL and BL. Addition is performed, and the resultant will be default. It will be stored in your AL. So, but once you execute your, after that you can use your EA instruction because it will give you an unpacked format. You know the difference between packed and unpacked format. So generally in unpacked format, how the this value, say if it is a 24, this is in like packed format. If I want to write this in unpacked format means it will be generally written as 02 in your higher bit. You will get AH, in AH you will get 02. In AL it will be 04. Like here you have 4 bits that will be replaced by 8 bits. That's what in unpack form it will be. Like we will say 4 bits is a nibble, right? So this nibble will be replaced by 8 bits. So compared to packed form, your unpacked form will be twice of your bits whatever you have here. Say if it is a 8 bit, in unpacked form it will be of 16 bit. It will be twice of the number of bits. So if you are executing the AA instruction, what it will do is it try to check whether the number is greater than 9 or not. So after this addition, actually our end result is 29. So no problem. Even if you execute this instruction, it is not going to have much change. So after the execution, you can see it is like A instruction. It will be in unpacked format. It will be there. So in AX you are getting 08 and BX you are getting 04. First you have to check whether the lower byte is like greater than 9 or not. Okay, if it is in between 0 to 9, then auxiliary flag will be 0 and it will be setting your AL to 0. higher values will be set to 0. So I think the same only we have seen in theory also. So the second program is like you have to add two unpacked decimal digits. And the third program is like write a program for multiplication of, this is simple multiplication instructions you can use, MUL. And for the fourth one, write a program for subtracting two unpacked ASCII operands. So unpacked format, whenever it is coming like unpacked format, in that case you have to use for like you previously for addition you had AAA instruction. For multiplication it is like AAM, that is ASCII adjust after multiplication. So whenever you are getting an unpacked format of addition or unpacked format of subtraction or unpacked format of multiplication, you have to use, here it is subtraction, you have to use AAS. So that instructions you can use for this program. And for the fifth one, it is you have to convert the product into unpacked BCD format. So here you can use AAM. That is product it is mentioned. So it is the result of multiplication. You have to express in unpacked format. So write a program to convert the result of addition to packed BCD number. So whenever it is asked to convert back your addition into unpacked format means then you have to go for decimal adjust accumulator like DAA, that is for addition. If it is for subtraction then you can go for DAS, that is decimal adjust after subtraction. So you try to complete at least the first 4 experiments. Okay, I explained about AA instruction here. You can see the unpacked decimal digits. So this is for the second one. See, actually we moved AL to 0 to 4, but it is changing into unpacked format as 0 4 and higher values are changed to 0 0. Just I have given here based on the move instruction, but in your program you have to add any two values and then you have to use AA instruction. Okay, so here you have for addition you have to use any two registers for storing the value. So you can add EL comma BL. So first 24 is saved in your EX, that is the lower value, and addition is performed after this instruction. So once you execute this AAA, so it will be changed to unpacked format. Okay, that is 07 is stored. So try to execute these programs. If you find any doubts or if you have any errors, you just tell me. We will see. Okay. First, at least eighth program I will explain you. For eighth program, it is like a program to find out the factorial of your number. That is simple. Like you can take any number. Say if I am using for AL, I'm taking it as 05. I'm going to find out the factorial of the number. That's what your eighth program is. And you can take some other CL. I'm taking it as CL. I'm loading it with AL. Okay, I'm going to find factorial of 5. Say example, I'm going to find out factorial of 5. And first I'm getting the 5 in your AL. And again I'm moving this to CL. Then what factorial means, I have to decrement this value, like 5 I have to decrement with 4 and then it should come to 3. So in that case I should get some loop kind of instruction, right? So then only I will get the decrement and then we will get the end result. So you can introduce some, say for looping I'm using here some keyword as back. Here you can use BC, decrement of CL, because we are storing the AL value in CL. So you can decrement the CL value. Then you can use the multiplication instruction. Once you got the 5, it is like getting into CL. So the content of when you give multiplication CL, so it will be default, it will be multiplied with whatever content you have in your AL. So 5, once you decrement the next round, it becomes 4, and this 5 into 4, it will be multiplied. So here you have to give like instruction jump not return to 0. So up to that, if you are getting the 0, then it will come out of the loop. Here you have to label this keyword. Whatever I'm giving here, I'm labeling here. So this loop will be continuously executed. Once it gets 0, it will come outside. So here you can store the end result somewhere. So the end result will be by default in AL. So you can save that in some other registers. BX, then I can halt the program. Just HLT. Okay. So first instruction 5 is stored in your lower value of your AX, and next step it will be moved to CL. So here I have given the statement like decrement CX. So your value will be decremented and it will be multiplied with the value which you have in your previously what you had in your CX. So it will be like 5 into 4, you have to get 20. Since it is hexadecimal as a representation, so you can see the value of 20 will be 14. So again, it will go inside this loop. It will go to back this loop. So once you execute this, the value of CX is further decremented. So it will be 3. So now you give like multiplication CX. So what it will do by default, it will be multiplied with AX content. Okay. So the CX content by default, it will be multiplied with AX. So the end result will be 3C. So because 20 into 3 will get 60, you can see the equivalent value. Here it is hexadecimal only, it is represented here. So that's why it is 3C. So once you further execute, it will again, because my value didn't decrement below 0, it didn't come to 0. So there is non-return to 0. Again, it will go to this label. So further next step when you execute, it will be decremented. CX value will be decremented. You will get 2. So next step is again the value of the CX will be multiplied with AX. So you can see 78, that is an hexadecimal representation. And again it is going to decrement. So now it becomes to 1. So there will not be multiplication, there will not be change after multiplying with 1. So again it does not come to 0. So again you can see the highlighted area here. So wherever it is moving, it will be highlighted in the screen. So after multiplication, now it becomes like in the previous step you can see after the decrement your CX value is 0 0. So by that your program will be getting halted. This value CX whatever value you had in your AL, it will be saved in your DL register, that is 78 will be stored. So this is what a program for finding the factorial of your number. Okay. So I think all the programs are simple. So first at least try to do the first 4 programs, and if you find any difficulties, let me know. Okay, start doing this. So the questions are already uploaded in your task. You can check in your chat box.
Ma'am?
Yes.
I just have a small doubt in the second question. Like,
Yes.
let's say there is a number 78 before unpacking. After unpacking, it should be 07 and 08, right?
Yes.
But in the emulator which you have shown before, it is only showing the 08 part. The other part is 00.
Okay, 1 second. It is going to convert into unpack form. It is going to use only your AL values. Whatever they are showing, it will be ASCII equivalent. I will show you one more time. Are you able to see the screen?
No, ma'am.
1 second. Now are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. See if I'm taking previous case I have taken. You should take like 0 unpacked format. You have to take.
Ma'am, could you make that a double-digit number so that
Yeah.
we can...
Okay. You are getting both in that, no? After end result, whatever it is there, you will get both in higher and lower order.
Shouldn't the answer be 0, 5 and 0, 9?
9 and 5. 59. Yes, it is wrong. 1 second, I will check.
Now it is coming correct.
Yeah. I think the register what I defined is initially wrong. It is like only I have given AL, no? That's why it is coming like that. You have just defined it as AX if it is a 16-bit you want to represent. That's why. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Like in the previous case, it overflowed in the bit, right? It
Yeah.
overflowed in
That's
the...
why. I didn't check. That's what is like you are getting the wrong value.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
So instead of just defining it as 19 in a lower byte, because we are defining it as AAA, you are getting an unpacked value like it is showing 01 and 09 here. Okay. So any other people have any doubts regarding this? So first you try to complete the first 4 programs. Okay. Then based on that, we will go for the next programs. First try to complete the first four. So lastly, few people went to placement. No, so if you are having any issues in your attendance during, if it is marked absent by mistake, you just tell me. I will change that. Kids, send your register number if you went last week class. If you went, I think Thursday. For placement means you send me your register numbers for attendance.
Ma'am, I'm getting a wrong answer again for the second question.
Okay, you send me that screenshot to me. I will check.
Okay, ma'am.
Actually, your memory storage is like for each register is only 16-bit, no? So if you like convert, for example, after summation, if you're adding any two numbers, if the result is like 8 bits, then it is fine. You can display in that AX register in an unpacked form. But if it is like more than that, what it will do is it will ignore the higher order bits. That's why instead of getting 118, you are getting 10 and 108, I think.
So, ma'am, is it a garbage
Ah,
that, like, does it have any significance?
yes, like see, you have to give the values whichever you are giving in that. After the end result, it should not, if it is exiting like that, you can see in any of the flags, you can see if the resultant is, if you are exceeding, you can verify in your flag also. I think auxiliary flag you will be represented with 1, and your carry flag also it is will be on. You will be represented with 1. Are you getting check in your flags? In that flags is enabled, no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Carry flag and auxiliary flag will be enabled.
Is CS the carry flag?
Yeah, CFS carry flag and AFX auxiliary carry flag. So that will be enabled whenever your carry is from lower to higher, and similarly when higher, if you are getting any carry flag will be enabled.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So for addition using AA, generally you take like a 4 bit like that, okay? Because your end result will not be same. Because generally AA instruction will give you an unpacked format, whatever your total bit sizes will be 16. So based on that only your result will be produced. So you take your number in your AX or BX according to that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So have you completed the first 4 programs? So generally when you are using like AAS, okay. So why I'm telling you to take only like 4-bit like that. You can take like 8-bit also, but this AA instructions will give you adjustment only for your AL. That means the lower value is there, no AL registers. In AX you have AH and AL. So if you're performing the size more than that, you will get correct answer only in your AL, because it is going to adjust your AL register alone after your addition. It will not change for entire thing. So if the size is like less, say if I'm taking addition, when you're adding 9 and 4, say example you have to get a number 13, so that you can see clearly in that execution. Since your size is also less, and you can see in your AH and AL. But when you're adding more than that, say if I'm adding 59 or 68 something, actually this AA instruction will adjust your AL register alone. So every time in your addition, your AL register content will be correct. Okay. The remaining value may have change will be there. So this is only for correcting your AL size. That alone will be showed in your unpacked correct format. So have you completed the 4 questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So remaining thing you try to do, like from 5, it is like to convert the product into unpacked BCD format. So what you have to do, unpacked is given and you have mentioned it as product. So first use the multiplication instruction. Take any 2 values. Okay. Don't take more than 8 bits, since this particular instruction, whenever using ASCII, just after multiplication, it is going to correct only your unpacked value only in your AL. That alone you will get the correct value. So better you can take some 4-bit values in your AX and BL, any 2 register, multiply it, and AM you can use that instruction. Say if you are using 5 and 9 as 2 content, so multiply, you will get, actually the value is 45. You can see the quotient will be present in your AH, and you can see the remainder will be present in your AL, that you can verify after the multiplication AM instruction. That is the 5th question. And 6th one is write a program to convert the result of addition into packed BCD number. So here it is like packed addition. So you can go for the instruction DAA, that is decimal adjust accumulator. So all this is related to adjustment is related to only with AL alone. Okay. Only it will change the AL alone. And similarly for subtraction, you have to go for DAS. And for the last one, I already told the program. So try to complete 5, 6, and 7.
Ma'am, do we have to submit it today?
Before at least next lab.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, we have to send it to sir, right?
Yes, you have to send everything in a Word document. You can take a screenshot of each and everything as you did. I think once you complete this, no, while uploading your records, like for task also, you can follow the same format.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am.
So first write the experiment name. Yes.
Ma'am, should we upload this task on VTalk for the first experiment?
For the first experiment, combine 2, like previous class experiment as well as this. Both you have to combine and you have to upload. Okay.
Thank you.
The format will be like write the experiment title as you do for the lab in, and then go for the program, write the program. Say I gave the last classes, I think, addressing modes. So specify each addressing modes, take the screenshot of your program and you can place it there. And finally, you just write some inference on the experiment and conclude it. Similarly, it is applicable for this experiment also. That's what, while doing your experiment itself, while you're sending your output, you just paste in the Word document. That will be easier for uploading your task also. So whether everyone are able to do these experiments, any doubts are there? You try for multiplication. If you find any doubts, tell me.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, so for the DA, like for the program and like output like this, just one screenshot is enough, no, ma'am? Or like, do we need to like copy paste the code or something?
What you are asking? Repeat.
Ma'am, like, do we need to like also like copy paste like the text for the code, or like
Yeah,
it's
just
one?
copy paste the program and then take the screenshots also, because every slots they are asking like that only. That's why you have to copy the program, write it, and take the screenshot also along with your output. One more time along with your program and then your output. You have to take the screenshots also.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Should we combine
Hello, ma'am.
experiment 1 and experiment 2 in for the DA1 in lab, ma'am?
Yes, for the first task, I think this month and I gave, I think the date is. For that, you have to submit these both.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, for the first task, actually, I only took the screenshots. I didn't take the text copy of the code.
Okay, for first program, it is okay, fine, no problem. From this lab onwards, you try to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can see the AM instruction. So I'm just taken like 4-bit number 09 and 08 I have given. This is for fifth one. Okay, after multiplication, it is like they have mentioned it as, I think the question is into unpacked BCD format. So your result should be in unpacked format, means then you have to use AM. So this will convert your AL. That means whatever value is stored in your AL into unpacked format. Okay, so that's what when I execute this instruction, say if I'm having 09, it will be saved in AX and BX will be 08. So the result multiplication is what? Only the value you are getting in 48 in this lower value alone, AL alone. I'm not getting any value in AH. That's what this AAM instruction, and similarly previously AA instruction, this will correct only your lower byte. Okay, it will not care about a higher value. Say if I give here, for example, if I'm giving it as 19 or something like this. Okay. So when you are getting, see if I have taken more than that, like 19 and 48 I have taken. So once you multiply these both, so you are getting both in like AH and AL. So when you have, this will correct only in your AL location alone. Okay, it will not care about your AH. So for example, when you execute, say example, I have taken previous example 09 and 08. I have taken a simple values. So what it will do is actually the multiplication you will get, the value will be stored in your AX. This will be in hexadecimal format because your 9 into 8 value will get 72, right? So hexadecimal value of that is 48, that is stored in your AL. So once if you execute this AAM instruction, so this will give this value, the 72 will be, when you have divide with 10, your quotient is nothing but 7. And remainder you will get in your AL. Say if I'm executing this AM instruction, you can see the value is saved in quotient will be saved in this H. That is nothing but tens. It will be divided of tens of decimal multiplication. So the 72 is divided by 10 is going to be quotient is 7 and remainder is going to be 2. Like that only it will be for multiplication. It will be saved like this. Quotient will be in H and the remainder will be in L. Similarly, it is applicable for division also. So there also it will be saved like this. You will get a quotient in this and you will get the remainder in your AL. Okay, you can try these programs. So anyone have any doubts in this? You have to see the value because the function of this instruction, it will adjust only your AL register. So if you are giving more values and it will not correct for AH. Okay.
Ma'am, that AA AAM is for the conversion. No?
AM for multiplication result. Since I'm using here multiplication instruction.
Okay.
What you are asking?
No, like fifth question is to like convert the product into.
Yeah. Convert the product means what I wrote here. No, this is the answer for that.
Okay.
And sixth question is convert the result into packed format means you have to use a packed format because here when you are using AA it will show in unpacked format. But I want to show the result in packed format means you have to use DAA, that is decimal adjust accumulator, and after subtraction means DAS. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I think you can submit this experiment before next lab. So if you don't have any queries, you can leave. 1 second, I will give you a form for filling register numbers. After that, you can leave. I have posted the form. Give your register numbers and you can leave. Okay.
Ma'am, for the J component, when will we give our topics?
I think this week you have 2 classes, right? I think Thursday you have class.
I think so.
Okay, Thursday you give me the title. Everyone, give me your title before Thursday.
Okay.
You have to only mention your title and some abstract. That's all, like what you are going to do, and your teammates number, register numbers. In a Word document, you just send me mail, or I will send you any drive link in that you can upload it. I will send you the drive link in that you can upload. Okay.